friends, welcome back! I have a brand new video today and I'm actually really excited to share what I have here. So a brand new company reached out to me named ChaoRenBuy and they offered to work with me on a video collab. So we picked out a Genshin cosplay. I did Clorinde and I am so excited to unbox this and see what's inside. Now this time is a little different. On their website they sell up to a large, and while my measurements were really close to that, they weren't quite there. So I did actually work with them to have the bust brought out by about an inch so it would fit me, and they were super kind and communicative and they made sure that I would have a cosplay that would fit, which was far above and beyond what I expected working with them, so that was really kind. I also have her wig that I purchased myself that I got from Amazon. Full disclosure, they didn't pay me and they're not paying me to do this review, but they did send me her cosplay for free. I bought the wig myself from Amazon. Let's take a look. Alright. Nicely wrapped in tissue paper. Ooh, okay. Look at this. So we have like a really light, silky cuff on the top here. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This is precious. Okay, I'll move the tissue paper to the side here and we can take a look. It looks like there's a couple different layers to what they've sent over, but they've wrapped this really nicely for me. Beautiful satiny top, and she has this really adorable Fontaine metal vision right on her collar with some excellent little ruffles. This whole cosplay is really silky. Look at how cute that vision is. This top is so soft. They have a lovely little braid here. I'm gonna keep this vertical. This whole top is super soft, really nice and shiny, and they have a really beautiful print on her shoulder. And then there's a ton of these little... Oh, okay. So these little diamonds on her shoulder are attached by a jump ring to these tiny bead diamonds, and they've actually sewn these on. They're not glued on or anything. They're hand sewn on, which is great to see. That gives me hope that these will survive me moving around. The gold piece on the top here is attached by a little pin, so you can take that off if you need to, but it looks like it's secured pretty well. And then this flowing part is sewn down just under it too. I love this metal cast vision that's double-sided. That's really beautiful. It's got a nice heft to it too. The collar around the top has a really nice print on it as well. And it looks like... Okay, so we've got a zipper going down the back. Oh, the back of this is really beautiful too. Let's see how that zipper goes. Wow, that was super smooth actually. Okay, nice. I suppose it helps. So this is a much lighter, silkier fabric. So a lighter zipper like this would have a lot less resistance. You do feel just a little slowdown right where all of these sections are meeting up, but it's not significant at all. That slides really well. And then the bottom of her skirt, she has kind of this like capelet over the center. This is printed as well, and they've done a nice job folding over that hem too. Her cuffs have this really nice print on them as well, and this is all that same kind of silky satin. We have a print for the buttons on this side, but we do have some really nice, kind of hefty metal buttons on the other side with a really nice print again there, and everything looks really nice and even, and it's been top stitched and folded over. And then this gorgeous scarf coming down the back, and the tassels on the bottom here. It is a bit wrinkled just from transit. That's okay, we can steam this out just fine. Really nice and light and flowy. It's so pretty. And then this is just plain but kind of scalloped along the edges. It looks like this has all been heat sealed. I can feel the edge of that so it won't fray or anything like that. Excellent. Now, the bottom of the front. So we have kind of a layered look here, but this is all one piece, which is actually really nice. Makes this probably pretty dang fast to put on. The buttons in the front are just for show, so we won't be unbuttoning this or anything like that. We'll be getting in just by unzipping the back. But it looks like we have a really nice bust line. And then kind of a pleather fabric in the front to give this a little bit different of a shine. More really nice buttons here too. And then under that, we have this really subtle blue print. And two little gold details printed on as well that they've... So this is actually right along a seam line, and they've done a pretty splendid job of matching those two prints up. And even with this darker blue, so it zigzags along the front here evenly. And then we have the pleats. One open pleat here, and then this blue pleat on the other side is a print as well. But it matches that top blue really well, so that's really nice and cohesive. The edges of this have all been folded over and pressed and serged, so all of this looks really clean. The back of this is white, and there is no stretch. So that is the main body of the cosplay. I love the top here. They do have a blue gem. Hey, okay, they've got a blue gem on her kind of ruffles on this bow on the front here, and this is sewn on as well too. That's not hot glued or anything. That's great. Very great. These ruffles on the top. This is all serged up really well too. Yeah, phenomenal. Okay. Let's see what's in the next part of this package. Ooh, okay, there's a couple parts. What is this? What is this? Ooh, okay. So these are her shorts and her garters. So she has some pants, and then attached are these kind of light pleather garters that they've done some top stitching to keep that shape. It looks like felt on the back. And then we have some little gold diamond details that have been glued onto the front here. They stitched this buckle, you can see the thread right there, onto the belt itself. Make sure that stays closed and it won't move on us, which is nice. And there is Velcro on the back of the garters to put them on real easy. I don't think I'll have any issues with these going around my thighs, but you do have about an inch of adjustment if you need a little more space when you're wearing this, which is really nice to see. And then we have a few different diamond details that they have glued to that garter as well. And the pants that these are attached to are really nice and light. They are very sheer. You can kind of see on my cutting mat through them, but these are going to be under the skirt, so I think these will serve just fine. And they do have a bit of stretch. They're kind of like nylon-y fabric, I think. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. So this is her hat. This is adorable. So they have this really beautiful kind of metallic textured fabric that they've used for it. And then on the sides we have the top stitched gold applique pieces. This thing is dang cute. It looks like we will just be bobby pinning this to our wig. I don't see any loops or anything to do that with, but we can figure it out. And then we have the little feather coming out there too. I love, so it feels like this has been interfaced a little bit so it stands up. This thing is so cute. And finally, with this last little bag here. So we have, oh, okay, so we have her stockings. Really nice and sheer. These are really light and flowy. and they feel like they have some pretty good stretch. Her earrings, oh, these are super cute. We have the 2 little crystal earrings just on the no pierce clips. If you wanted to swap those out for some pierced earrings, the jump ring on these is actually pretty big, so you would be able to flip out that hardware pretty easily just with a pair of pliers. But if your ears aren't pierced, these are a great option. And then we have her hair ribbon that they've included. Super, super cute. Nice and long too, so we'll be able to tie a nice bow around her wig. And then this little packet here is her gloves. These actually have like a separate hand spot, but there those are. These actually fit pretty dang well, and they go over my arm super easy. They have this inside seam here serged, and then the rest of the fingers are raw. So that's everything that came in this package. This cosplay is currently $90.89 on their website. So let's have a look. Let's try it on and see how it fits. So this is her wig that I got on Amazon, and I paid about $26 for it. It feels really hefty, so I'm excited to see how this is gonna look. And this did come with a little mesh wig cap. And she kind of has like a low ponytail in the back, and they have partitioned that off. Oh, this wig is actually really long. Okay, yeah, I mean, this seems pretty thick. It is a little shiny. You can kind of see that, but you know, that's not too bad. The bottom of this wig is so thick. I'll probably redo where it's gathered because I think her ponytail is a little closer to the nape of her neck. But let's put this on my wig head and see how she's sitting. I'm curious to see this. So here she is on my wig head. Her bangs are kind of just a jumble. This one's definitely gonna need some TLC and styling. You can also see that this wig is pretty shiny, but I feel like through the process of crimping it a little bit, that'll kind of help. But super, super long, super thick wig. There's a lot of fibers to work with here, so I'm excited to get her styled and together because I think she'll look really nice with a little love. And here she is! This cosplay was so fun to wear. She made me feel so stoic and powerful, and I was absolutely addicted to swooshing her cape back and forth. It was really fast to put on since it's really only one big piece, the gloves and the hat, and I really like it. It's a really fun cosplay to wear and swoosh around in. I do love how the cape flows. I think the cape and the hat are probably my favorite parts of this cosplay, aside from that metal vision, which just super, super beautiful, super well weighted. I really love that attention to detail. There are just a couple quality of life upgrades that I did myself. The first being sewing together the thigh bands. I found that the Velcro that they had to close those ultimately ended up snagging the tights, so I replaced the tights and then I just sewed that thigh band shut since I knew how big it had to be around my thigh. If you don't do that, just be careful because they could snag your tights. The other thing is the hat. I did sew a little comb into it to help it stay on my wig. I did use bobby pins to keep it on my head for some of the filming. Ultimately, I found just having that little comb in there was a great hack to make sure it stayed on while I was moving around a bunch for filming. I'm 5'7", so if you're tall like me, I would definitely recommend getting some bike shorts or maybe even a leotard to put under this. It just helps since it's all one piece. Whenever you move, the whole thing is going to shift a little bit, and it'll help keep you safe just for modesty's sake as you're moving around. I would say definitely order this cosplay a size up if you can, because the fabric is a non-stretch material and it's essentially a full body suit. You won't have a lot of range for arm movements if it is really close to you, so just be aware of that. This is about as high as I can reach my arms. I can still touch my wig and everything like that, but just be aware you won't have your full range of motion. Taking a look at some of the other companies who are producing cosplays for her right now, it does look like this is comparable to what Easy Cosplay is offering as well. A big thank you to ChaoRenBuy for working with me and sending this cosplay over. It was super fun to take a look at what they had to offer, and they were really kind working with me and making sure that I picked out a cosplay that would fit me. They even went so far as to alter the top. They put an extra inch into this top for me. I do want to disclose that that's really important that you know. Looking at the seams in this cosplay, it does look like it would be really approachable to alter on my own if I had to do something like that, since it's mostly just white or just black fabric in the areas I'd need to take out. If you're thinking about purchasing this cosplay or a cosplay like it, I hope that this look into it was helpful and gave you some good insight on how it was constructed. All in all, this was a super fun cosplay to try on. Thank you again for giving me your time today. Stay safe out there, happy cosplay, and I'll see you again real soon.